Have you ever noticed how silence can feel louder than words, especially when it comes from someone you once cared about deeply? Her absence isn't just a missing voice or an unanswered message. It's an empty space where doubt quietly starts to grow. And if you're not careful, that doubt can consume you, making you question your own worth, your choices, and your very foundation. But what if I told you that this silence, this seemingly cold void, isn't really about her at all? You see, we often make the mistake of personalizing silence. We assume it means something about us, that we failed, that we are not enough, that somehow we lost value in her eyes. But the truth runs deeper, and Stoicism teaches us to see beyond appearances. Her silence was never about diminishing your value. It was never the final judgment on who you are as a man. It was a test, a subtle, often unconscious challenge to your ability to remain grounded when external validation is stripped away. The real question is not why she stopped reaching out. The real question is, who are you without her recognition? Marcus Aurelius reminded us that external events do not hurt us, our judgments about them do. In her silence, life offers you a powerful mirror, not to show you your insufficiency, but to show you your opportunity, the opportunity to lead yourself, to detach from needing anyone's applause, to remember that your true strength has never been dependent on her attention. It has always been waiting for you within. This is where your story can begin again, not with bitterness, not with longing, but with an unwavering commitment to rebuild something even greater, yourself. Because ultimately, the silence you fear is not hers. It's the space where your own soul is waiting to speak louder. 9 Stoic strategies to reclaim your power when she ignores you. When a woman pulls away into silence, it can feel like a void swallowing your spirit. But remember, true Stoic wisdom teaches that our power is never determined by others' actions, only by our response. Today, we will dive deep into 9 Stoic strategies that will not only reclaim your strength, but build a version of you that no silence can diminish. Strategies number 1. Recognize that her silence is a mirror, not a judgment. Her withdrawal is not a verdict against you. It's simply a reflection of her own path. As Marcus Aurelius reminded himself, choose not to be harmed, and you won't feel harmed. Her silence only holds the power you assign to it. Reframe this moment. It is not her absence testing you, but life offering you a mirror to see how deeply you trust yourself. Strategies number 2. Pause before you react. In the immediate sting of being ignored, the temptation to chase, explain, or seek answers is strong. But Epictetus taught, if someone succeeds in provoking you, realize that your mind is complicit. When you pause, breathe, and observe, you claim back sovereignty over your emotions. Every second you resist impulsive reaction, you forge deeper resilience. Strategies number 3. Detach from outcomes you cannot control. You cannot force affection, and you cannot chase connection. True mastery lies in surrendering what is outside your control while pouring your energy into what is. Instead of asking, why is she ignoring me? Ask, am I still standing tall in my principles today? Strategies number 4. Master the art of indifference, not out of spite, but out of strength. Real Stoic indifference isn't about bitterness, it's about rootedness. When you no longer need her attention to validate your worth, you become untouchable. Pull away not to hurt her, but to protect your peace. Pull away not to punish her, but to elevate yourself beyond fleeting attachments. Strategies number 5. Channel your energy into purposeful growth. Seneca once said, it is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it. Every ounce of energy spent overanalyzing her silence is energy stolen from your future greatness. Channel that frustration into your body at the gym, into your mind through books, into your soul through discipline. Build while others crumble. Strategies number 6. Understand that true success is invisible until it isn't real. Growth happens in silence, in unseen hours, in uncelebrated mornings, when you choose to rise rather than mourn. You don't announce your evolution, you embody it. One day, without even trying, the world, and perhaps even she, will glimpse the man they overlooked. But by then, you will be so far ahead you won't need the validation. Strategies number 7. Maintain your standards without apology. A man's strength is not proven when life is easy, but when it tests him. Hold the line. Do not beg. Do not chase. Set your standards high and keep them sacred. The right people will step into your life not because you bent your standards to fit them, but because they rose to meet you. Strategies number 8. Let the pain refine you, not define you. Pain is inevitable. Suffering is optional. When she ignores you, it's not the pain that weakens you, it's clinging to it. Let the ache carve out deeper wells of patience, wisdom, and discipline. Remember, the sharpest swords are forged in the hottest fires. Use this season to sharpen yourself. Strategies number 9. Become the man you needed, not the man who needed her. The final Stoic truth is simple yet profound. You were never supposed to seek completion in another. You were meant to seek it within yourself. Become the man who no longer needs a reaction to feel alive. Become the man who doesn't crumble in the face of absence. Become the man whose energy builds empires, not dependencies. There is a clear and unforgiving line between two types of men when faced with silence or rejection. On one side stands the man who reacts. His mind races, his heart clutches at memories, his emotions spiral out of control. He checks his phone obsessively, crafts imaginary conversations, imagines scenarios where he wins her back. Every moment she doesn't reach out, he internalizes as a personal failure, a reflection of his own inadequacy. His self-worth shrinks, his energy drains. He becomes a prisoner to his emotions, trapped in a cycle of hoping, doubting, and waiting. In truth, he never lost her. He lost himself. On the other side stands the man who rebuilds. He feels the sting of silence, yes. He acknowledges the pain, the disappointment, but he does not live there. He does not allow the absence of another person to diminish the abundance of potential within him. He steps into the fire willingly, knowing it is not the world outside that defines him, but the world he chooses to forge inside. He channels the emotional turbulence not into desperation, but into discipline, not into mourning, but into mastery. When faced with absence, he doesn't chase it, he thanks it. Because he knows every moment she withdraws is another moment handed to him to sharpen his mind, to build his body, to fortify his soul. The man who rebuilds does not seek to punish her by becoming better. He seeks to honor himself, because he realizes that the most important relationship he ever neglected was the one he had with his own becoming. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." The man who rebuilds lives these words. Her silence is not a stop sign. It is a doorway, a test not of his attractiveness, but of his ability to lead himself through the storm without waiting for someone to offer him shelter. The man who reacts clings to the past, hoping to resurrect what was lost. The man who rebuilds constructs a future so powerful that the past becomes irrelevant. One man remains stuck in a loop of external validation. The other becomes so self-sufficient, so complete, that validation becomes a natural byproduct of his existence, not a condition for his happiness. So today, you must ask yourself, with her silence echoing around you, with the future unwritten before you, which man will you choose to be? Will you be the one who crumbles or the one who rises? Will you be the man who waits for approval or the man who needs no audience to begin his transformation? At the end of it all, you must realize something essential. The true contest was never about winning her back. It was about reclaiming yourself. Her silence was simply the mirror, the sharp reflection exposing the parts of you that needed growth, not punishment. She was never the destination. She was the catalyst. And now, standing here in this moment, you are faced with a decision far more important than getting a text back or a second chance. You are choosing whether you will rise for her or for yourself. Every great Stoic master teaches that freedom comes not from controlling others, but from mastering your own mind. Marcus Aurelius didn't seek applause, he sought virtue. Seneca didn't beg for understanding, he built inner fortitude. And now, it is your turn. The path ahead is not about proving your worth to anyone. It's about becoming a man so rooted in purpose, so steady in principle that no silence, no distance, no loss can shake him. If you take nothing else from this, take this truth. You were never meant to beg for connection. You were born to build something so powerful within yourself that connection simply becomes the byproduct. She may or may not come back. It no longer matters, because the life you are crafting, the strength you are forging, the peace you are claiming, all of it is yours alone to own. And so I ask you, will you keep measuring your worth through the eyes of someone who couldn't see you, or will you honor the man inside you who's been waiting to be unleashed? If this message stirred something deep in you, if you feel ready to stop chasing and start building, join us here at Ultimate Stoicism. Subscribe now, leave your reflections in the comments, and let's rise together, not because we need validation, but because we are reclaiming what was always ours, our strength, our purpose, our legacy. Your future isn't waiting for her. It's waiting for you. Step into it,